So remember when we were doing our properties of logarithms, we were in essence expanding these expressions. In other words, we went from log to the base 2 of 8 times x to log to the base 2 of 8 plus the log to the base 2 of x. So we were expanding. Well, if we went backwards, this is called condensing. So we just have to work our way backwards. So we start with more than one logarithmic expression, and we end up with just one logarithm in our expression. So this is going to be condensing. So once you see how we do it, we're just going backwards from the expanding we did. So you'd have to be careful about the order of what you do things. So here's some examples I came up with, and here's example 1. So we have the sum of the logs, and we know that that's going to be the log of a product. So that's just going to be one log. Now we don't see a base here, so our base is understood to be 10. So log to the base 10 of a product, x times 9, or 9 times x. And when they're next to each other, we call this multiplication by juxtaposition, but we could put a little dot there just to emphasize it. We're applying the product rule. The log of a product is the sum of the logs, just going backwards. Now number 8, we've got numbers in front. Okay, here we didn't have any numbers in front, so it was easy to deal with. But when we have numbers in front, we've got those actually represent exponents of these, so we can actually put these back up. Remember the last step we did, we would put the exponent in front, so that becomes the first step we do when we're condensing. When we're expanding, that's the last thing we usually do, is move the exponents in front. When we're condensing, that's usually the first thing. So I'll rewrite this as log to the base 3 and of x to the 8th minus log to the base 3 of y to the 7th. So we'll move this in front, up from the front to the exponent. And now we've got the log of a difference, the difference of the logs will equal the log of the quotient. So one log, and we'll have a quotient there. And this goes on the top, and this goes on the bottom. And there's your condensed form. Okay. Here's another example. Now we're using ln, and that just means the log to the base e. This is the natural log. And again, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the exponents back. So that equals the natural log of x to the 4th minus the natural log of y to the 1/5. And then we're going to write this as 1 log. The difference of the logs is the log of the quotient. Apply the quotient rule, so we'll have 1 log, natural log in this case. And we're going to have a quotient there. X to the 4th goes on top. And y to the 1/5 goes on the bottom. And now sometimes, you could leave it like this, but sometimes we just put this back as a root. And we could write it like that also. That's the 5th root. Hope you can see that. So the 1/5 power is the 5th root. Okay. Hope those make sense. There you go. So those are 3 good examples to look at. And we'll do 3 more in just a moment on the next video.